June is shaping up to be a massive month of announcements for space games. We have brand new games such as Star Trek Infinite, new details for other games such as Space Marine 2, not to mention No Man's Sky gets a massive update, and of course we have Starfield announcements and showcase right around the corner. Now we're going to dive right into all of that throughout this video, but if you do happen to hear some knocking and drilling, I do want to apologise for that, as we have some workmen doing renovation on their house, so that's ongoing whilst I'm filming this video. At any rate, let's jump right into this. Let's start then with what is arguably one of the most interesting Star Trek games for a very long time. This is coming from publishers Paradox, famed of course for Stellaris, as well as developers Nimble Giant. Now, this is a grand strategy title, so very much in the vein of Stellaris. Not much is known about the game at the moment. The trailer, very interestingly, we can see here, reveals the Borg, because of course it does. The Borg are everywhere in Star Trek nowadays. It also seems to reveal that 4 factions will be playable, and as the map zooms out, here's the trailer zooms out, we get to see those factions. They are the Federation, the Borg, the Cardassians, as well as the Klingons. And more information on this is going to be revealed on the 16th of June, which, according to Next Generation lore, is Picard Day in their, fictional world. And now, next up, we come to Warhammer 40,000. This is the Space Marine 2. Big game, highly anticipated, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. A lot of cinematics going on in this trailer, but also what appears to be some gameplay graphics as well. And I've got to say, it looks absolutely stunning. I was a big fan of the first Space Marine game, and also I suppose many of you will know I'm a massive fan of Warhammer 40k. I've got some models up there behind me. So yeah, this is looking very good. The trailer reveals an upcoming co-op campaign. So really nice to see that such a thing is going to be included in the game. We haven't seen something like that for quite a while in a single player shooter. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date just yet for Space Marine 2, but arguably this is one of the most surprising game reveals for quite a long time. I'm just going to jump back to the trailer here again. I don't want this to be a full breakdown reveal or anything like that, but if you are interested in that, let me know, and that's something we can do at a later date. But there does seem to be some rather interesting clips here. Here, it appears that the Space Marines are going to be able to go EVA. This is definitely a scene set in space, and the Space Marine, let's see if we can jump back there. The Space Marine is absolutely flying in space. I think I've gone past that. There we go. So yeah, definitely there. So again, confirmed up to 3 players, and here comes that massive Tyranid action right at the end of the trailer. Look at that huge swarm of action going on there. So yeah, Space Marine 2, definitely something I'm looking forward to. Moving on, we come to No Man's Sky. This is Singularity, the latest expedition for the game. Now, for those of you not necessarily familiar with how expeditions work, these are limited time story narrative driven campaigns as such, where players can jump in and participate in an ongoing story. Now this only runs for a limited period of time, as said, in this case it's 5 weeks, and for the most part the rewards for this are cosmetic. Players will be able to receive a different look for their avatar in the form of this Robotron, this android type looking thing. Lots of other cosmetics as well going on, from engines to decorations you can use inside your bases and capes and much more. But for me, I'm not a big fan of cosmetics. I'm far more interested in how the story will unfold, and the story in this case is very much about AI. Interesting timing for this, as AI of course is, well, a big thing in the world right now, with huge changes right around the corner it would seem. Now, as with many of the other expeditions, once you've completed the expedition, the game will convert over to a normal save, meaning you'll be able to resume your journey. Also, any of the cosmetic unlocks you will unlock during the expedition will be available for your other saves as well. So that's 3 big announcements so far for June. What else is there? Well, the biggest one, of course, is the Starfield Showcase. That is right around the corner, in fact, just 2 days away, happening on the 11th of June. Alan Greenberg from Xbox and Microsoft has stated that the Bethesda and Microsoft Showcase in total is going to be 2 hours. Now, Microsoft, of course, will have tons of games that they do want to show. They've also stated that for the most part these games are not going to be CGI reveals or anything like that. We're going to see in-game graphics, in-game reveals, as well as some cinematics as well, but these aren't going to be all those overblown CGI trailers. We're going to actually get to see a lot of in-game gameplay. The most interesting thing though will be the Starfield reveal. How long that showcase is going to be we don't yet know, but I'm predicting about a quarter of an hour, maybe half hour if we're lucky. Starfield is set for release in September, so people are very hungry for information. This is going to be a big deal. I will be covering it, and I'll have plenty of interesting thoughts to share after the showcase as well, so do keep an eye out for those videos. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.